So this, it's really hard to tell, but this may be an example of a problem. So she's been having like visible contractions for, I don't know, hour and a half or something. I think those are contractions. They're not consistent, so she's kind of been up and down, standing up, for a while and just hanging out, and then she has some contractions, and so I'm not super worried yet, but sometimes this can happen where sometimes it just takes a while. And then other times it takes a while because like the baby's backwards, and if they don't have the head pushing on the cervix, then the labor's like, what's what I call like a lazy labor, which is almost what she's got going on. So I'll see. I'm going to give her a little bit longer here before I check. Like I said, she's not super consistent. So I don't think baby's not in the birth canal yet. But like I said, we've had a few of these where the baby's backwards, and they can be born backwards if their feet are out, but without them pushing on they have a hard time being born completely breech with their butt first. It can happen, but it's usually a problem. But without the head pushing on the cervix, a lot of times it doesn't dilate all the way. So the labor just like goes on and on and on, and then eventually you usually got to do something. So this is good. So this is the birth sac. So baby's in the birth canal. This is the sucky part for mama. Oh, baby. Looks like feet, I hope. I know. Not fun. You got to get it out first, or you can mess with it. And I'm sure it's going to be huge. So she got up and is looking up some of the stuff that came out, which is not unusual. So this is hard labor. So if you can make it here. And they do take pauses like that. But the contractions get really hard. See, they'll get a little break from contractions for a few minutes or a few seconds. Depends. And then she'll have a bunch of contractions in a row and then kind of have a break. And kind of the general rule is 30 minutes of like really active labor like this. If you don't have a baby, then something's wrong. And they do make a bunch of noise. It's not fun for them. I can't see what's happening. There's a baby. Yeah. Good job, Mama. She just spat you out standing up. Oh, it's got little waddles. Stowe's a good mother. This is her third kidding. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Sorry. So So we're going for number 2. So this is, we are pretty particular about our moms, but like we want to see mothering like this. These does are not the smartest about where they kid, but like she's, you know, looking like she's gonna have another one, but she's just all over that baby. She's all over the baby as soon as it came out, and that's what I don't like to see, any lackadaisical mothering. We want pretty much all of our moms are like this because we get rid of anything that isn't. Still talking to baby while she's having another. Get those ears dried off or they're gonna freeze. Get a towel. And you need to get this other one out so then we can move you inside. Clean that baby. Looks like baby's maybe upside down and backwards. You can do a breach here, buddy. Yeah, I might have to pull. I need the help here. Another doeling. So yeah, that one was backwards. Not a big deal, but the legs were folded a little bit. But not a problem. These aren't huge kids, and she's a big doe. See the legs on this? So don't be alarmed when they do that. They're just not weak, not strong. This girl needs a drink. But a little bit harder on mama when they come out that way, and you see like a little bit more blood. So I did help. I didn't pull hard, but I kind of helped. Look at you! And then I always, which they do fine without it, but I always try to get the gunk out of their mouth and nose. The good mamas go straight for the nose, like that. But I always just try to, yeah, get that goop out of there. And then otherwise I try to leave them alone as much as possible unless it's cold. Like, I'm going to move her inside, give her a little bit longer here, make sure she doesn't have a third. And then we're going to move inside. And at that point, I'm going to, or before, I'm going to start toweling on these because it is cold and their ears are going to frostbite if I don't. So she's having some contractions. She could have a third, or she could be just having contractions too. She doesn't look that big, but these are not very big kids. She could have a third in there, but like I said, oops, you fell down. You fell down. So these guys are having a hard time. This doe's teats are kind of blown out, which is not good. Hopefully they'll figure it out. So one thing to do is make sure that the wax plug is out. So this side, I really had to work at it to get it was pretty plugged up. So one thing to do is practice, because milking is actually not, you have to know how to do it, or else you can actually cause mastitis. So the thing to do is take a latex glove and poke a hole in one finger with a pin and fill it with water and tie it off, and then practice milking with the glove until you can get the glove to work before you try it on an animal. Try again to hold her, but they're not. They don't like to be held. They don't like to be. They don't like it. So this is the afterbirth, which you leave alone. So you want to, and you hopefully want to see that. It can take up to a day. But you just leave it. If it's dragging too much, you can tie a knot in it so it's off the floor, but you just want to leave it. These guys are, I don't know if they figured it out or not. I have this idiot sheep trying to have lambs on the other side here. Not sure they've figured it out because they're pretty fussy.